What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the Born Offside podcast. We still got no OLANTEKKERS, but joining me and Kat Haddad on the pod, we have a bit of a... You're becoming a regular here, Stav.
I know. I'm like that. You know that substitute that comes straight on for OLANTEKKERS?
Yeah.
You're the first sub.
Yeah.
The Andre Trossard.
Yeah, but that's a good sub.
Yeah,
that's a good sub. It's a good player to have sitting on the bench. You just got back from Europe, courtesy of La Liga and Optus Sport. You went and watched a game. You went, what, Cadiz, Real Madrid?
Cadiz, Real Madrid.
And then the real one, you got to see Arsenal, Southampton. I said on the pod,
you did.
I could see them bottling it in that game. Talk me through the emotion.
Bar the result. Like, it was such a great experience. Like,
Yeah.
the thing is, people are like, oh, bro, you drew to Southampton. We're lucky where we got that. We scored in the 88th and we scored in the 90th.
So did you celebrate those?
Okay. Because I think it was the guy next, because that's how soccer is. Like, you're sitting at the game, you're just random next to you and just talking to him throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
And then it gets to the point where it's 3-1. He goes, I reckon we get a draw. I was like, fuck that. I don't even give a shit if we get a draw. Then, bro, next minute when it's 3-3, I'm fucking celebrating, hugging him.
Yeah.
Because there was time in that game we had, like, the Andre Trossard hit the crossbar after that. And then Reece Nelson put it wide. But from our angle, we thought he scored. So, me and we start hugging each other. I'm like, fuck. I dead set thought once we got the third, we're going to get the fourth. I just thought, I've come here for a massive, historic comeback.
Yeah.
Nah, not in the tail at the end of the day.
Was that your first time at the Emirates?
First time at the Emirates.
How did it
First time
feel?
watching a game at the Emirates.
So you'd
Talk
been
us
for like
through
a
how
tour.
that
I've been
feels.
for a tour, but game day is just different.
What does it feel for someone like you who has essentially made a career out of being an Arsenal fan?
It's kind of surreal. I was having a chat with my dad about it, actually. Like, sometimes, like, I could have gone to the Emirates, like, just as a normal fan, but it felt different. Like, I kind of earned it, like, which felt nice. Like, I kind of earned that trip. So it was
Arsenal
good.
fan TV.
Yeah,
How
I know.
was that?
I know. That was the crazy thing was people saw that I posted a photo of Robbie from Arsenal fan TV during the week. And thought, oh, he must have got in touch. That's not how it worked.
Okay.
I did a stadium tour with my dad on the Wednesday. And there's a cafe across from the Emirates. Like, it's beautiful. Just a little cafe.
Yeah.
Turn your head and Emirates is just there. Like, what a location.
Yeah.
And then we see this guy walking upstairs from a distance. But they're like, fuck, you reckon that's the Robbie from Arsenal fan TV? I'm like, nah, he looks kind of small from here. But you know what? He's going to be up there. We've got to walk past that way to get on the tube. Anyway, so we normally finish our meal. Like, okay, we've got to go to the tube. Walk up the stairs. Go around kind of corner. 20 meters distance. I'm like, fuck, that's him, bro. That's him. That's him. So we'll go up to my Robbie, bro. I'm a big fan, man. How you doing, bro? I came all the way from Australia. I was like, hi, whatever. And then I'm not the type of guy that's like, oh, bro, I'm this big guy on TikTok. Like, please. Anyway, then my dad goes, oh, he's big on TikTok, mate. I'm like, oh, God. And
you need your dad there.
And then he goes like, oh, okay, Robbie, in terms of getting an interview, like, how do I get it? He goes, oh, come to Tony Adams statue. That's where he's stationed. And that's when my dad's like, mate, he's big on TikTok. You got to get him on.
Yeah.
And anyway, so then he didn't really say anything. But then his mate to the room's like, okay, what's his TikTok? So he searches it up. And he goes, oh, fuck, Robbie, he's fucking big, mate. He's big, mate. Fuck. And Robbie showed him, like, oh, shit. Then we told him my story. I'm from Australia. Okay, you've never seen us with the Emirates. He's like, okay, perfect, bro. We'll get you on when we get there.
Sick.
And then you don't kind of see behind the camera how packed, like, Arsenal fan TV is.
Yeah.
It was packed. Like, a
Were you
swarm of
nervous
people.
to give your opinion there in front of all those people?
I wasn't nervous. I was more kind of nervous in the fact to get myself through the crowd. Like,
Okay,
I don't want to be
yeah.
that guy that's like, I'm fucking, get me on. Robbie told me I'm getting on.
Yeah.
I was lucky I knew a guy through TikTok that kind of dragged me through the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he got me to the front. And then Robbie caught whiff. Like, he saw me. He's like, oh, yeah, I told you I was going to get on. So he got me on. And I wasn't nervous, but I was
No,
like...
you held your own on there. That was really good.
Yeah.
I
You did
think
really well.
the comments were really...
Yeah,
everyone was
except
like,
for
go
the get back
Stav.
to Kangaroo Land comments.
You got a
as
few of
well.
those?
Yeah. they were
That's
there.
the Spanish fans
That's
though,
it.
right?
Yeah, but that's
They're
everywhere
a bit
you go. Just go
different,
back to
yeah.
Australia.
Yeah.
Like,
Enjoy them. Australians know nothing about soccer, do they? Kat, a bit of local football. You were down at the A-League Women's Final on Sunday. Sydney FC winning 4-0.
4-0, I know.
Is that a disappointing scoreline in a final?
I think, if you didn't watch the game, it's a disappointing result. But there's the context around this game. I don't think anyone who's watched loads of football would have gone in expecting Western United to win it.
Okay.
But I didn't necessarily want to see such a close scoreline. But we've talked about Western United before. Inaugural season, they make the final. The fact that they got there in the first place is incredible. Sydney FC, though, have been in so many almost winning Premiership moments and they've finally done it. And I think it meant a lot for them. But it was 3-0, I'm pretty sure, at halftime. So it looked like it was pretty much solidified at that point. But it was a great game. I don't think the results show how hard Western United tried
I did see a period at the back end of the first half where it was all Western United and there was a couple clearances off the line, a couple great saves from Jada Wyman.
She made some great saves.
Yeah, the game was in the balance for a period there. That's football at the end of the day. You got to capitalise on those chances. Congrats to Sydney FC. They have been very dominant. It was actually an attendance record for the most people at a domestic women's match, 9,500 people. Would have been a good atmosphere there in Parramatta.
Yeah, the atmosphere was really, really good.
Did they give out a lot of... people are smashing because I think everyone's trying to boycott the APL.
So what I heard through fans who are part of this boycotting of the finals is that they had all agreed that it wouldn't be for the women's, because they needed. Yeah,
they need that support.
I think they need that support, and they've recognised that. And Sydney FC's in the final, so it would have probably ended up in Sydney anyway. So fans of Sydney FC told me that they weren't going to boycott that final, but. Also, they've had this kind of initiative the entire season with under 16s going to finals for free. So there's a lot of initiative around, like the A-League have invested a lot of money in making sure people can go, making it accessible.
Right.
So the attendance records are really important, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're making a heap of money off it. They're really trying to make it so that they can then grow it.
Yeah.
Which I think is what you need to do.
Look, that turnout, I was really happy to see that turnout at a women's match. Yeah. But it is controversial nonetheless because technically Western United did come to Sydney, win the major semi-final. They should have had a home final any other year. Yeah. But because of the current ruling with the finals being in Sydney, it meant that Sydney FC got the home final and went on to win it 4-0. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying it's controversial.
No, for sure.
And that's why we are working hard to get A-League CEO Danny Townsend on the podcast as well. Yeah. It's gone pretty good. I think we're very close to getting him on, but there's obviously a lot before that. He hasn't done too many media appearances.
He's keen to chat with us.
He's keen to chat, but I think there's a lot of hurdles before we can make that happen. So it might happen this week, might happen next week. I heard they want you on the pod. They don't trust me.
No,
that's
it's not about not trusting you.
That's what I heard. They want you on the pod.
He goes offside too much.
It's a conversation that I actually had with the PR manager.
Really? And that's what they said. They want you there.
I think they also...
Claudes is a loose unit, might get his cock out. That's what I heard. That's
you know what?
That's what I heard. Come on, bro.
We'll neither confirm nor deny that that's what... No, they didn't say that.
Because you're going to Bali today.
I am going to Bali today.
Right, so you'll just go on holiday whenever you want because, that's what...
Definitely. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited.
So we have to wait till you get back before we can speak to Danny Townsend.
Look, guys, I think...
That's the draw.
Can you believe that?
Female representation.
You got to respect it. It's what she's done. She's hustled for it.
Yeah, I rate it.
Anyway, I think it will be... I think we'll have more fun with it with Danny if we've got a few different perspectives as well.
No, I agree. It's always great to have you on here, of course. And there's a lot of issues in the women's game as well, which you know very much about. And so it would be great to have you here. Another point on that, actually, we do have a special guest dropping this week, Andy Bernal, which is an interesting character. He's... What a man.
I don't even know where you're going to start with him.
Yeah, what a man. The original Wizard of Oz, played for Australia. He was part of David Beckham's management team at one point. He's got a lot of stories. Interesting character, so make sure you keep an ear out on the pod for that one.
And he's got a book.
He does have a book.
Yeah, which I'm sure he will plug.
Yeah, we'll have it on set. I've got the book. He sent it to me when he released it, so we'll have it here on set. So make sure you're listening to that one. Stav, over in the men's game, Sydney FC are going to play Western Sydney Wanderers in a finals match for the first time ever. You pumped?
I was pumped, but Sydney FC the Sydney Cove aren't taking. But the RBB are going there. That's what I heard last night. Yeah. Which is, I don't know. I kind of get the whole boycott, which is weird from a Sydney side to do it, which respect. They try. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of feel like it's like Wanderers are that down bad that they haven't made finals for this long. Yeah. That they're like, oh shit, we need as much support as we can get there to get the game over the line. I actually think Sydney FC are going to win the game.
Yeah,
I think Sydney FC hit form at the right time.
They have. Joe Lolly limped off with a hamstring injury. Yeah, and I saw he put on his story. He was straight in the recovery boots. I love Joe. Good friend of us at the pod. It's, after a win, Sydney FC, quite often you see him down at Coogee having a few. Well earned. But and his Instagram's private. But I'd like to inform Sydney FC fans that I did see he did not go to the Coogee. He was straight in the recovery boots. He was in the ice bath. So Joe Lolly's doing everything to get back for that finals match. Can I say, I hate the boycott shit.
Talk us through why you hate it.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
What about it?
Bro, your team's in a final. Yeah. Like in a semi-final against Western Sydney Wanderers. I get this whole thing about everyone feeling like, oh my God, in the league and I'm going to stand up, I'm going to do the right thing and righteous, Yeah. But if you bleed for your club, do you care about the fact that, okay, finals are moved to Sydney and this whole thing? It's like, for me, it's like, bro, if you love your club and you're in a final, I couldn't care less about the rest of the league. I couldn't care how I win. I couldn't care if I cheat to win, as long as I win. Like that, I think that should, and that's probably the Western Sydney Wanderer mentality. It's like, bro, we're in a final, a chance to beat East Sydney. We're going to that game. We are bringing the noise, and I actually respect that.
I think it's also the fans of
We need to get
A-League
this opportunity
are
again.
quite unique in that, you know, the
too
boycotting.
romantic.
The boycotting is really it's showing that they believe that without them the game doesn't exist. When in reality, without the football, the game doesn't exist. The games go on whether fans are there or not, and I understand the point that they're trying to make. But I think ultimately supporting your team should be the main focus.
100%.
But it's also like first time Sydney derbies happened in the final
That's
series.
what I mean.
Like make the most of it.
But like the A-League is not in a great state.
Yeah.
It's in a recovery process. I understand boycotting, but you're not going to change the decision. The decision's been signed.
It's like when you appeal the ref, this is given a red yellow card, and they're not going to change it.
No.
That's what it feels like. And we're at the point where in the A-League, you need to get bums on seats.
This is the best opportunity to fill a stadium with an incredible atmosphere, good football, 2 teams, Sydney derby, finals match.
Yeah.
This is exactly what the league needs. I get that people are hurt, but bro, I just feel like put it aside for a second. Like Australian football needs this game to pump.
I also don't think people realise that the decision that was made, and this is my opinion, obviously, was a financial decision because the game needs money and you take investment wherever it comes from, and they found this worthy investment that has meant that the final is in a certain place for a certain amount of years. The only way to not end up in a situation like that again is to ensure that the game has money, that people show up, that there's a return on investment, right? And
I don't know, man.
people are putting money into the game and showing that they want to be there so that we don't end up with a situation where fans once again feel like they're not having the decision made with their best interests.
I love football,
as
you know. Football defines a lot of what I am, but I'm not an A-League fanatic to the point of some of these people who will make really drastic decisions. And the amount of statements I see online and everyone, oh my God, like, just fucking relax, bro. It's a game of football at the end of the day. Like, I get it. It's a 3-year decision. It hurts, but it's been done. I don't know. I feel as though if I was so passionate for my club, are you going to go to the game?
I'm actually got a 21st that day. But I would have. No. Bro, come on. And then someone asked me last night, and I say, if it's a Sunday, I'll go. Saturday night's hard.
He's heading into 21st season
21st
now.
season.
Yeah, I'm in 21st season.
Yeah.
No, but like, I just feel like it's one of those things. I know, like, saying you earn your right. But that's like, what other cup final anywhere across the world wherever you do better, you earn it.
Well, that's
you don't anywhere across the world. It's an Australian thing.
It's an Australian thing, but that's what I'm saying. It's not a cup competition. It's the league, so it should. But I know what you mean. Like, not only do the other codes in Australia, like AFL, NRL, and all those ones, they do
NRL Magic Round next week. Nobody kicks up a stink when everybody has to fly to Brisbane for things.
Yeah,
you know, if the state of origin gets put in Perth,
it an event.
nobody complains.
Make it an event. Make
they
it a
make
thing
it
where
a big
it's like,
thing.
But I guess football is probably not big enough yet in
So
this
you go
country
like-
to do that.
yeah.
The Coppa Italia final is now going to be Inter Fiorentina. It's always played in Rome. Like, it's played at the Olimpico no matter what. So they don't move it to San Siro because Inter.
I just think it's more of a thing where if Sydney FC do make it
Yes.
to the final, they have more of an advantage when Melbourne City earned that advantage.
Correct.
That's the difference. But
Correct.
it gets to the stage where, okay, is what it is. You're right. Just move from it.
And it
We
could
need
very
bums
well
on seats.
it could very well be Melbourne City taking on Adelaide in this final.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Which would make it
In
very
Sydney.
interesting if it's in Sydney.
In
of
Sydney.
course.
Which then could be a problem for getting bums on seats.
Could be a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's where there needs to be kind of a contingency plan for ensuring that it's accessible for fans
Yes, it's
from
gotta
those
be like
cities.
the
They need to make it
members-
easy for them. Buy cheap packages,
There has to
flights,
be.
accommodation,
There has to be,
tickets.
yeah.
Get them there. Drive buses up. Do
Yeah.
something.
Coaches,
Yeah. It'll be very interesting to see what happens. There's actually the expansion as well. As I say, there's no money, but apparently there's new teams coming in. We already spoke about Canberra and Auckland look like they're going to be the next ones. There's talk about Tasmania. So apparently the federal government is funding a 23,000-seat stadium in Hobart to make way for an AFL expansion in 2027.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I didn't know AFL was a big sport there.
It is. Yeah, it is. I
Yeah.
think Hawthorn play a lot of their games down in
Okay.
Tasmania. Danny Townsend has come out and he's asked Anthony Albanese to make sure that stadium can be rectangular if football's played.
Interesting.
I don't think they give a shit. I think they're going to make a big round stadium for cricket and AFL, mate.
Yeah.
Should the A-League go to Tasmania? Would you like? Have you ever been to Tasmania?
I haven't, but I have a friend who learnt got into football by moving to Hobart and did a lot of
What?
stuff there. Yeah.
Got into football
Played
by
it for-
moving to Hobart.
played in Queensland. Played in
Right.
Queensland and then was signed with a sport institute in Hobart.
That's like saying I don't know, I found Jesus working at a strip club.
I don't really think it's.
Do you know what I
anything
mean? Like I
That's a
decided to
good
become a
point.
priest while I was stripping. Like, why would
I
you
don't
go?
really think it's anything like that.
No?
It's no.
No? Hobart, of all places. Home of football.
There's a
Okay.
football institute or something down there.
Amazing. That's great.
So they not learnt to play. They were good, went down, played there, then moved up to Sydney.
Oh, right. You'd be good in Hobart. You'd think, right? Like, you know?
like cream the crop. Like it's like when you
You'd probably-
represent, like I could represent San Marino, like American Samoa. Do you know what I mean? That type.
Gibraltar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I never brought that up.
No.
I'm so sorry if he's
Apologies
listening.
to everyone in Tasmania.
I'm so sorry if he's
No, it's a laugh. Come on. I would love to see football in Tasmania. I want to see a football team in at least every state in Australia. Ken Citizens messaged us, should Northern Territory make an A-League team?
Absolutely.
Darwin.
If there's enough fan base there, then yes. But I just don't want another situation where MacArthur make a side and they can fill 1,000 people in that stadium. That's what I don't want. Because then that's what makes the league a laughing stock.
Yeah, it's true.
When you have all these teams, you can't fill out stadiums. That's the problem. Where I prefer to go down the route where you get the second division and you get promotion.
Yeah.
Keep the teams in the A-League now where you have your Sydney Olympics, your Arpias, where they're going to be able to
They've
fill
got
out.
the numbers.
Yes, they've got proper communities already. If you have a guaranteed community there, then 100%. When they launched Western Sydney Wanderers, Western Sydney did need a voice of for football. And it had a community there. We could guarantee that community could go to games.
Yeah, fact.
If you're going to make a team just to say, let's get a team in Tasmania, let's get a team in Northern Territory. If there's a community there, then do it. But if there's not, no point.
No, you need football is an avenue for these guys to have representation. So you need to find a group of people that feel like people from Western Sydney are not like people from Eastern Sydney, right? They any opportunity to beat the East in any way, they would love to. If they could go to war and it was fine, some people would. So football's an opportunity. No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Football's an opportunity to represent.
Yeah.
And that's why it worked so well. So I agree with you. I mean,
I also think that's a part of Australia where other codes are doing a lot more with the community.
yeah.
So like your NRL community, the AFL, they're all in there. You see a lot of players going to those areas and really pushing that sport agenda.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening in the football space a whole lot.
100%. But let's see. You know, they've got a couple teams that have gone in a run in Australia Cup.
Yeah.
So hopefully there is football definitely alive and well all around Australia. Let's hope they get teams at least in the second division, like Stav says. We're going to drop down a couple levels lower. This was very sad news that we saw in mate, actually. For once, Channel 7 and Channel 9 and all these guys
Love
spoke
that.
about football.
I know, it was great. I love that we had a women's grand final yesterday and broke attendance records, but it was that was making the news.
Yeah,
It's always good to see that it's the stories of violence around football
Soccer
that
hooligans,
makes
mate.
the headlines.
Any
Yeah.
chance to highlight
love
soccer
that.
hooligans?
It's
Let's do
great.
it. It was brilliant. They were doing, no, licking their lips.
They
licking-
froth.
Fight at a soccer
They
match? Fucking
Froth on
first
it.
story, 6:00 news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it was terrible nonetheless, especially because I know the guy, Coda, referee, Coda Yagi. Yagi? I don't know. I think it's, you'd know how to pronounce
Can
this.
you show me written down?
Yaghi.
You'd be Yagi.
Yagi.
Yagi. Coda Yagi, he was refereeing a club match. He was actually a linesman. Padstow Hornets versus Greenacre Eagles. This is the bottom of the barrel. No disrespect. Club football. No, I love my grassroots football. But Coda
He's an NPL snub. That's what he is.
Coda's an MPL
Yeah.
ref. This is the thing, right? I know Coda from refereeing in the MPL. He loves football so much. He doesn't have to go down and linesman a club match. But
He's
he does
probably
it.
done it as a favour.
He probably
or
does
whatever,
it just for the love of the game because he would be doing nothing. I heard him say in an interview after this incident, he goes, "I'll referee till the day I die." Like he loves it, and I've had him multiple times. And he's an interesting character. He's a tough ref. He doesn't let anything go. I remember the boys used to find photos of him on Facebook holding an AK-47 in his profile picture because he had this ref, and we're like, bro,
You said something about Lebanese military.
He's hard. He's
yeah.
a big guy bursting out of his shirt. You don't want to fuck around with him. Anyway, it was terrible scenes. He got bashed on the field, broke his jaw. You see the state of his jaw?
Yeah, that was
So
poor.
bad.
You see the pouring
I was at the
water.
women's final. I had just gotten home from the women's final, and someone sent me that video on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And it said forwarded many times. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh no, this
Bad.
is going viral.
Bad. So apparently, I mean, I don't know the full story. Apparently, he hit someone with the linesman stick, with the flag. Apparently, obviously the fight was breaking out. Apparently, he hit someone first. There was
That's
this.
what I was wondering why.
Like
what was
how
the
it
set
kicked
off?
off?
There was
What
this
was the set
picture.
off?
Yeah,
Because
there
I
was-
know someone was arcing off, but they were on the bench.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
Yes.
it just quickly panned.
But the guy that
through.
hit him was like a fan. He was.
No,
Oh.
I heard.
I thought
already-
he was a suspended
He's already been
player.
suspended.
That's
yeah,
what I
yes,
heard,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. He's already
Yeah.
been suspended, but he was in the singlet there. Anyway, he got denied bail, so he spent the night in jail.
Good.
And
Good.
we'll see how long he gets there. They're saying obviously he'll probably be banned from football for
How
life. from football grounds.
embarrassing.
Yeah, pretty
How
embarrassing.
embarrassing.
Pretty embarrassing. It's terrible scenes, and we don't want to see anything like that. And unfortunately, like.
But it happens. It's just it's such a shameful thing because it happens on the field. Like it's a funny thing. I'll probably bring it up, but I was at Cheese Bar. You know, if you want an Arsenal game at a normal time, Cheese Bar is the place to be. And sometimes it just happens in the football scene. Like I was there, and you could kind of see there's Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, and you could see a kind of group of guys that just wanted to start.
Yeah.
They wanted to start. You could see they weren't completely sober. Let's be real.
Yeah.
They were screaming out my name at times, and I turned to my mate. I was like, "These guys are gonna get into a fight.
Yeah.
Just don't. If they say anything, just don't egg it on. Like, fucking by half time, these guys kicked out of the club because they got into a punch on with the biggest Arsenal fan there. Then went downstairs, got into a fight with something, and that's just like that's what I don't like to see in football. Represent your club. Don't go there looking for a fight. And I think sometimes those club games, especially like I've played at those low levels where like it's just like kind of culture represent culture,
That's all,
and it's just fights.
This is the thing, like, and I'm by no means a professional player, but I've played at different levels, and any fights I've ever had to do with football have either been six-a-side muck round,
Oh, hard.
or filling in for a mate's team, like local level, like any sort of competitive level I've played on the field. It's like I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you in the car park after. I'm gonna murder you. I'm gonna like that, all that stuff gets said. Literally, full-time whistle goes and everyone hugs the game, bro. Like it's just part of the game.
Six-a-side games. We had a.
It's the football that
we
doesn't
had
mean
a
anything.
semi called off.
Yeah.
Because our team got in a fight with the other team.
I ended
It
up
was
in court.
a six-a-side game at Homebush. Like it was
at
not.
Homebush. At Homebush, I played at Homebush, and they lost the game, and the guys keyed the cars.
Fucking hell.
Well, same car.
The ref, the poor old ref coming down to the game, car got keyed.
It's ridiculous.
And I'll just have you know, in the same game, a 6'5" guy, huge unit, decided to mark me as well. Same team. Just to give you an
Were
idea
you
of
versing
like,
Interlions, women's? Were you playing against? Was it on a PN? No?
just gonna let the
That's
silence
nuts.
do
No?
the talking there.
That's nuts, man. What do they breed down there, man?
Yeah.
But that,
Jeez.
but back to my story. That gives you an idea of what this team were like. They just wanted to win at all costs. Didn't care the fact that I'm 5'4" and female.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving
Oh, it was a
on.
mixed comp that you were
It
playing.
was a mixed comp.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it was an actual bloke.
Right.
I might have missed that
Okay.
part of the story.
Okay. Yeah, I ended up in court from a six-a-side game.
You're about to end up in court
I
again.
ended up in court. Yeah, my mate got headbutted at a game. We were playing, and again,
It
it was a free kick that we were given. We were given a few free kicks in a row, and then they got angry, and then bang, fight, headbutt, broken nose, blood everywhere.
Oh,
Police came, stopped the game. We had to go and give a statement. Ended up in court. I was like, mate,
Did
for
you
a
at
muck
least get
around-
to punch someone or something?
Not even. It wasn't even worth it. You know what I mean?
Didn't even get any of your anger out.
No, I'm a lover, not a fighter, Kat. Come on, what do you take me
You
for?
can't be a lover without being a bit of a fighter.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's philosophical.
one.
I like that. You got to fight for the things you love.
Exactly.
I love when big teams come to Australia.
Okay.
Right, I'm for all stars and all that shit. Yeah, people say it's gimmicky. I'm all for it.
Because you love that American style. Like,
Fuck yeah, baby. Yeah.
America.
I'd love goalkeeper
America.
wars. Have you seen that?
Was that what? Oh, like
Goalie wars.
yes. I heard the
you
idea
seen
that
that?
if they did a Premier League All Star, you have like Ramsdale versus Edison.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh, that's
the
sick.
MLS
I
in the
haven't seen
90s
it.
had All-Star Weekend
Yeah.
for soccer, right?
Soccer.
And they had goalie wars where like the goals were probably only about 20 odd meters apart, and the goalkeepers had to like score in each other's goal, some by throwing, some by kicking, and like they say, it's fucking great. I think it's great.
Brilliant.
It's like the Kings League.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving Kings League.
I love that shit. Anyway, Bayern Munich was supposed to come to Australia.
Supposed to.
They were supposed to.
Did you know that?
I did hear, but now I don't like about the supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cancelled, apparently. So the rumor that's come out is that the club were promised $4 to $5 million for the tour, and the organisers now couldn't fulfil the financial
Who
promises.
are the organisers?
I assume the
APL.
the APL, right?
you would
this is
assume.
another question for Danny. Shit, better not give too much away. You won't want to come. No, but I want to find out what happened because it was huge. When I heard Bayern Munich were coming,
So good. Like we had Barca
Maybe
last
Bayern have
year.
just
Yeah.
got too many internal issues right now.
Possibly. Maybe Tommy Tuchel, and this is what producer Shabs was saying, Tommy Tuchel might have looked at last preseason, all the Premier League teams that came, Steven Gerrard, Patrick
Bad luck.
Vieira, they all got sacked. All the
Bad
managers
luck.
got sacked that came to Australia.
And the teams haven't done great either. A
haven't
lot of
done
them
too
had
great.
really rough starts to the season
Yeah.
because they're. You think about the jet lag, and I mean, Stav, how long did it take you to recover from your 2 weeks?
It's taking me a good week.
Yeah. But like Barca came at the end of last season. That's what Bayern were
Yeah.
going to do. Come at
Yeah.
the end of the
Oh,
season.
okay.
Then you get your break.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think
you
that's better.
That's much better. You'd
Yeah.
rather come at the end of a season than come for preseason.
Do you think a Bayern exhibition match would be as full as that Barcelona game
Yeah.
would be?
Yeah. It's just European pool.
I think you're right.
It wouldn't have much pool as like Barca or Barca.
Yeah, I don't think Bayern have as many fans,
Yeah.
but I just think football people would just go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because it's
I
Bayern.
think there's that, but that's also if they were using Barcelona exhibition as a bit of a blueprint of what this could look like, they might have realized the Bundesliga following is just not big enough here to be able to.
I think Bayern are exceptions to that.
Big
yeah.
enough club.
I think
Like,
Bayern would pack any stadium.
Wasn't another rumor that was PSG as well?
PSG, that'd
We're
be
on the
there. You could
cards.
pack
That would
5
be
stadiums.
massive.
That's PSG. That'd be
That's
huge. And PSG did just lose this weekend as well. So the title race is back on in France. Marseille only a couple points behind them. But let's go to our international football. We're going to kick it off with Arsenal, Stav, because when we told everyone that you were coming on the pod, the questions and mainly just the statements started flooding in about Arsenal. Before we talk about Arsenal, you're rocking the pink kit.
Yep.
Kat, I want to check something by you. Adidas top Nike trackies.
It's offside.
That could be offside.
But is it that branded for it to be offside?
Do you know what? You know what gets you through with like a C plus is the fact that it's
navy.
You can't really see. Yeah, the color matches and you can't really see the Nike branding.
Yeah, exactly.
Does the Nike Adidas cross collaboration count if you're wearing a jersey, or jerseys can get away? You also got Nike on your feet. That's okay. I think shoes always have to match pants.
Okay.
I think you've actually gotten through this okay.
Okay.
Easy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
I'll
let it
take
go.
that.
We'll let it go.
And real men wear pink.
That's true.
Thank
It's
you.
a nice shade of pink.
It is nice.
It is gorgeous.
Your tan looks good in that.
Thank you.
Fuck, you guys just want to go out? I'll just step out. Jesus.
I'm like his older sister.
Thank
Don't
you.
make it weird.
All right. Anyway,
He's just
I
jealous.
always make it weird.
He
Kat.
always does.
I always make it weird.
You have a great tan too, Claude.
Do you know who you're talking to? Let's start with Arsenal. They did get smacked by City. That was quite expected. We spoke about it.
We did talk about it.
We spoke about it before the game. I thought Arsenal, and you did think so too. Arsenal should have set up, ready for the counter attack. That's how they should have approached City. Arteta probably has too much pride to do that. Alex Picariello, here's a bottle for Nick Stav and Arsenal. Oh, and he sent a bottle emoji. Clever.
Oh,
Clever.
Alex.
So yeah, there's a lot of statements here, bro. I'm going to save you some. What's the best bottle design? Coke have good bottles. Fanta also different, but good. That's from Crispy. There's a lot of bottle. Yeah, Bulla just called you a bottle job. We have some serious, I think. Who should Arsenal sign in the off-season? From Caleb Bora.
Legit serious question now.
Yeah,
other than
there's a
the
serious
bottle,
one.
which we didn't bottle the league, by the way.
I skipped a few other bottle ones for
Who
you.
should we sign? We need another midfielder.
Okay.
We need another centre half or another right back because we can't go into a game against City with Rob Holding one injury and we got Rob Holding in our back line.
Right.
That can't be.
You
a
would
problem.
play Ben White centre back?
I would play Ben White centre back and
Okay.
then if Tomiyasu was fit, I would have had Tomiyasu
Yeah,
right back.
right,
But
right.
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
How can Ben White not even be like a proper right back
Yeah.
and then we don't even have a backup? That's got to be sorted
It
out.
was a great goal from Rob Holding, though.
Yeah, it was, to be fair. But then he winked after
I
the
loved
goal.
all the
Yeah, it was
ho-
weird.
Come on, man.
It was weird.
Come on. You
Did it
just
make you
can't
uncomfortable?
ride it. Oh, Rob Holding. A lot of Arsenal fans have a soft spot for him. I hate Rob Holding. Ever since last year, I've hated him, bro. North London Derby was, this was our game to win the league.
Yeah.
Last year, that was our game to get top 4.
Yeah.
And you go away at Tottenham, and it was different. We were in the game. We had control of the game. Straight away, stupid little foul on Son. I'm thinking,
Oh, I remember this.
okay, mate.
Yeah,
okay, I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Did it again 2 minutes later, got a yellow card. I'm like, remember I was watching the game, my dad was like, he's going to get fucking sent off
Yeah.
because he's just such an idiot.
Yeah.
Son goes past him again, grabs him down, red card in 20 minutes.
yeah.
Game lost
Yeah,
from then on out.
yeah, yeah.
You can't.
You would have sold him then and there.
Done.
Yeah.
Because
Discard him on FIFA.
How can you do, not mistakes, 3 decisions, 3 stupid decisions. And he still kept at the club. Sorry,
Yeah.
I went, bro,
Yeah.
I don't know
Holdini.
how they have a soft spot for him. Because he's
Well,
just,
you like disassociate when you
Oh,
go
he's
on your
got-
tangents.
I like
so-
angry stuff.
Oh, I was
Because it's
watching
just
that
because
like
you look
veins
at some things, it's
popping.
like it's just like I didn't have to be paid millions to understand you don't do that.
Yeah, fair.
yeah.
Oh god.
I would have got sent off for
And it
half
wasn't his
his
fault. It
salary.
wasn't his fault against Man City though. I'll say
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
I'm the first to go at him, but like it wasn't his fault.
I love when you get angry. I like when because we're on your close friends there on Instagram. I don't know if Kat is. I am.
I am.
No, I don't think
Thank
you
you
are.
very
I don't think so.
much.
Last
I'm
time I
pretty sure
checked,
that I
no, I
am.
don't think you are.
No, I think that I am.
I think no.
Yeah, no, I
Anyway,
think I am.
you put your story up about you got angry about Roberto Carlos,
Carlos,
and
yeah.
that I was pissing myself.
Those
That's tough.
comments on the video were really
Yeah.
funny.
So Roberto Carlos just snubbed
So,
you.
yeah, so but I'll give you a story time what happened.
Okay, go on.
So I was at the Cadiz versus Real Madrid game, and there was times where I was in VIP areas, so I could see like there was legends
yeah.
like Roberto Carlos fucking walking around, like all the Real Madrid players. Valverde, Ballon d'Or winner Karim Benzema is like here to me, like
That's
it's crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the funny story was we're in this area at the bottom, but the only way you could go up was by this elevator that was yay wide.
Okay.
Like you could fit 3 people and they're all like this.
Yeah.
So you're waiting for it to go up and down. You're there for ages.
Right.
The chance that I'm next in line, that I go get the elevator up, as I've gone up the elevator, Roberto Carlos has walked into that VIP area.
Right.
So that would have been perfect time. Roberto Carlos, best left back of all time.
Right.
Like probably.
Big call, yeah.
Could have taken a photo with him there.
Maldini plays
Anyway.
golf, yeah. Anyway,
Maldini, he's a centre half.
he'd be both. He's probably Anyway,
These Italians, man, they want to win every single argument.
yeah.
Anyway, so I'm like, fuck, that would have been a great opportunity to see him. Anyway, then we went to this chairman's area at half time where they had like Spanish tapas you get to eat. And I overheard these kids go, oh, Roberto Carlos. I'm like,
Yeah.
I couldn't see him through the crowd. So they start walking. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to follow them.
Yeah.
I'm just going to follow them wherever they go. And like, it got to the point where it was like, these La Liga people that I'm with probably like, where the fuck is Nick Stav gone? And I was like, fuck it, it's like one
on a
lifetime
journey.
I'm gonna find
opportunity. I
Roberto
don't care,
Carlos.
bro.
Yeah.
So I'm just following these kids. They go. They get to the corner, the other side of the room. Roberto Carlos is there.
Okay. Are you taller than Roberto Carlos?
Fuck, I don't know. Probably the same height. He was a small, chubby don. Anyway, I'll roast Roberto Carlos. Fuck him. Because anyway, because then these two kids and go up to him and they kind. I think if I remember right, both of the kids got a photo with him, but they kind of had his mum there. So the mum must have told him Roberto Carlos on the side of the room. That's how they must have known he was there.
All right.
So then I think he get a photo. Then I go up, and then he's holding a beer in his hand. I'm like, hey, photo, and he's like, no. I'm like, sorry. Sorry. He goes, no, because I drink beer later. And I'm like, okay, later. Then the 1 second later, just fucks off. He just runs away. So I'm like, bro, and that's why when I got home, I posted. I was like, bro, fuck Roberto Carlos, man. Like, no. I'm a genuine question. Should I be pissed that like he did that to me? Because like, is it a thing like, you know what? Respect these guys. They get nagged with photos all the time. But then I look at it.
Here's one for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's one for you. I'm not going to name names, but a footballer that I've worked with and is quite a big name, also does a similar thing. And if a fan approaches him and he's got alcohol around, he won't take a photo. Because right now in football, who's putting the most money and who's paying a lot of these guys just to visit their country? Qatar, Saudi Arabia, the UAE. A lot of these guys have deals with Muslim countries, and literally they just have to visit Abu Dhabi and get paid fuckload of money just to hang out, right? They have really good deals. Plus Emirates, plus Etihad, plus all these guys. And because they're Muslim, a lot of these employers, they don't drink alcohol. Yeah. So these guys will not be photographed ever with alcohol to keep a good rapport with them. So that's one thing I've learned. So that's one thing I've learned.
Like if you're playing football, you don't want to be caught drinking alcohol.
No, a lot of it now is about...
I thought he was retired. I was like, it's fine, you can drink beer. Good point.
A lot of it's that.
A lot of it is that.
And someone like Roberto Carlos,
he was tied with Qatar, if I remember right.
Yes.
World Cup.
And he would 100% be looking at
opportunities. But put the beer behind you.
Put the beer behind you. That's what I'm saying. I've seen situations where they'll just put the beer on the side and then take a photo with you and then grab the beer again.
It's also a bit of a scapegoat if you just don't feel like taking a photo.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't having a good day.
Yeah, that's right.
You said he's a chubby don. Maybe he didn't want a photo.
When they add on the kilos drinking those beers, but anyway.
There you go. Stav hates Roberto Carlos.
The anger is radiating.
Absolutely love it. You know what? We talk about real bottle jobs. Let's talk about Tottenham. It would suck to be a Tottenham fan. It really would suck to be a Tottenham fan.
It would suck to be Harry Kane.
He's got a 25-goal season.
To be doing so well, but
it's a crazy season. He's having such a good year.
So good and so bad at the same time.
Like, it's typical. Such a Spurs thing that you're having a 25-goal season. Everyone's talking about Haaland. It's such a Spurs thing, eh? Feel bad for him.
I feel bad for him now.
They deserve it. Come on, bro. Like Dad said, the top four race, it's battle who's shitter. That's how who's getting in at the moment.
It is a bit like that.
No, it's who fucks up the first.
Exactly.
First and most.
Bro, like Newcastle in there on good rapport, but Man United at times have been shit this season.
They'll get the four though.
They'll get the four because Liverpool have been shit all year.
Yeah.
Tottenham have been shit all year. Chelsea have spent $700 million lingering in
and Villa started too late.
Exactly.
Yeah, Villa started too late. But look, Tottenham came back from 3-0 down. They made a game of it. They scored. Trust them to score a 93rd minute equaliser and then still literally assist Diogo Jota for the goal. Like an absolute howler.
It was the worst pitted defending you've ever seen.
Oh my days.
It was still a good finish from Jota.
It was a great finish. It was a great finish. Newy Jets football is asking, do Liverpool finish top 4? Kat, I think it's a little bit too late.
Oh, it's not over yet, but I feel like I've kind of
lost hope.
You've given up hope.
Just for this season.
You're in fifth. You're in fifth spot. You're six. No, how many? You're 7 points behind Man United. Man United have a game in hand. I don't think they're gonna make it.
No.
It kind of sucks, honestly. I'm not just saying this. I'm not being a salty. I'd rather be Chelsea than Liverpool right now. I'd rather miss European football completely, focus on a rebuild, than going to the Europa League. What are you going to do in the Europa League?
You say that.
You say that because that's your only
Look at Arsenal. They got knocked out of all the competitions, focused on the league, and then what actually happens in the end?
Yeah. Wouldn't you rather not have been in the Europa League than wasting all that time and then losing the Sporting?
I used to think that, but it could be in a situation where Liverpool in the exact same situation
and then win the Europa League?
And to make that's
possibly.
That's why they kind of...
Thank you, Stav.
Possibly. I don't mind that. Former Man United defender Marcus Rojo has come out.
I saw this.
He's come out smashing Harry Maguire.
Oh.
Right? So he said in 2019 he was playing Europa League. He was angry with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who was coaching at the time, because Maguire was playing ahead of him. And he said, I'm really thankful when I watch United now to see that Martinez is starting over him. He said he went to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, said, I'm playing so much better than this guy who's shit. Why aren't you playing me? Apparently Ole Gunnar said he has to play because of the money that Man United spent to buy him.
I don't know. I'm calling bullshit on that.
Would a coach ever say that?
I don't know. And Marcus Rojo, He's also not Alessandro Nesta. Let's be real.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. That's like me. That's like General Ortega getting a boyfriend and then me going like, oh, that's bullshit. When I'm like,
Should have been me.
yeah, when like, bro, I'm playing championship football. She's playing Champions League football.
Is General
Like,
Ortega your crush?
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah,
mine.
because you
She's
brought her
gorgeous.
up.
Yeah, no, but like that's what I'm trying
lesbian?
to say. No,
I don't know.
or-
No?
No,
think
I'm
so.
getting her
Could be.
confused
Oh,
with someone
she
else.
was in a movie.
Who
Like,
am I getting her confused with? General Ortega. I get her confused with someone else. Producer Shabs, you know all these.
I'll do some
You're the
research.
expert.
Give me,
I don't
give me a
think
minute.
no.
There's another. I'm
I
getting her
don't think
confused.
Jenna Ortega's had like a public
Jenna
relationship.
Ortega's-
no, but she did. She kissed a girl in a movie.
She's Wednesday.
So,
Wednesday,
That's
yeah.
Jenna Ortega. Yeah,
That's
it's a bit of
Jenna
you.
Ortega.
Yeah,
That's been me.
Yeah.
the dance that she does.
That
Yeah.
we just went completely off the rails. But
I reckon you
that's
could get there,
cool.
bro. I reckon you could get there.
Hopefully she's here for the Women's World Cup.
That's it.
That's my chance.
Yeah, is she?
I reckon. Oi,
Is she an
Whatever
what
ambassador?
happened-
or
what
something?
national is she?
Uh,
Do you know?
She's
Mexican.
Mexican descent. But
She's
she's
Mexican.
born in America.
Okay.
But listen to this. Remember how we went to the Adidas shoot? Went to Adidas shoot 2 days after. She announces that she's sponsored by Adidas.
Okay.
It's
I'm
a
telling you.
That
you
could be
know-
your
Stab
in.
effect.
That could be your in.
Yeah, exactly.
This
Nick
is how the
Stav and
love
Jenna
story
Adidas
starts.
game on a.
Fuck, you imagine Nick Stav and Jenna Ortega? That'd be a good couple.
This is where the love story began.
Exactly.
That'd be a good couple. Manifest that
but
shit.
what I was saying, no, but
Love
Marcus
brought to you by
Rose-
Adidas.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're not allowed to say that. Yep.
I'm probably not. You're right.
So what I was saying, oh yeah, but it's like Marcus Rose talking like he was good, bro. That
Yeah,
guy
he was a liability as
bro,
well. He
big,
was
like liability is the word for him.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
just rash.
yeah.
he was like, you know what I'm saying about Rob Holding, like
Yeah.
not being shit. It was just shit decisions.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what he was.
He was a liability, but it makes for interesting chat and not really what you want to hear if you're a Man United fan right now. Caleb Bora is happy to hear Garnacho sign a long-term deal with United. He seems like a proper talent. And Postecoglou beats Rangers yet again. This is getting boring now.
Yeah.
I turned on the TV again. There's another old
I
friend
don't-
Derby last
Yeah.
night.
I don't know
Like,
if
how
I'm
many?
seeing old news headlines or new ones.
Yeah.
Because they're just the same every
Well,
time.
this was fun because it's at Hampton Park. Anytime they meet in a cup, they play in a neutral
Yeah.
venue and it's half-half. And
I
then-
like
it
the
was.
neutral venue
yeah,
thing for them.
Yeah, I like when they play at Hampton. I actually somehow found myself with a bunch of Rangers fans I went to a Rangers pub to watch the game.
Where was
Yeah, you
that?
did.
Near Central Station, the Aurora Hotel.
The Aurora Hotel.
Yeah.
My friend had her Speaking of 21st.
Really
Gabby, my friend Gabby had her 21st.
interesting
there.
choice of location, Gabby. But anyway, it was a nice spot. They checked you. So security, they don't care about ID. They checked me 3 times to ensure I was a Rangers fan before letting me in. Same with everyone.
Wow.
Because they're that scared that like a Celtic fan will get in there and it'll be like a brawl. And we're talking
Because it was viewing for Rangers fans.
Rangers only.
Okay.
Rangers only. And these guys were mental, man. And like the mate I was with, his family's from Glasgow and he's a Rangers fan. So that's why I went.
Glasgow.
I told him, I said, bro, I'll be honest with you, like, I kind of wouldn't mind Ange winning the treble this season. He's like, you shut the fuck up. When you get in that building, do not say that. Like, they will fight you. And it's true, bro. These guys are intense.
Wow.
But Celtic did win, as he does so often, and he's on track for a domestic treble. You want to see Ange go to the Prem?
Yeah, yeah. I don't want him to take that Spurs job.
Me
bro.
neither.
No.
I don't want him to take that. Although, like, it'd be nice to see an Aussie.
Although-
top 6
What
club.
about the Chelsea job? He won't
Yeah,
get it, but
yeah,
but
yeah.
you'd like to see that?
Well, it's already been Pochettino, hasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Unfortunately.
I think
Yeah,
Poch.
yeah,
I think
that's
they
a
really
shit
want
decision.
Poch.
Shit decision.
Oh.
for
But
both
hear me
parties,
out
to
with
be
the
honest.
Spurs role. I was quick to agree with you, but the other part of me is like, yeah, but they don't have any trophies. So like,
So if he wins one,
if he goes
Yeah,
in,
oh,
he's
bro,
a
yeah,
he's
he goes
a
down to
hero.
legend.
Good point.
Like,
Yeah, bro, they got a good team. Spurs have good players.
I just think it's a cursed job.
I
I
do
get
too.
think it has to be a curse. Come on, Jose
but then
Mourinho.
if you don't
Yeah.
win a
The guy-
trophy, you also didn't fail them.
You didn't fail because
Yeah.
Jose didn't win a
I know,
trophy.
but then-
Conte didn't win a
But
trophy.
I feel like if you're an Australian manager, where if you're Conte, he can get sacked from Tottenham and then still get picked up by a big club. Where Ange will go there, peak out, and then that'll be his peak. Where I don't want
You
that to be
reckon?
happen. Yeah,
Oh.
I dead set reckon.
Should he stay for a run at the Champions League again with Celtic?
I think.
I don't
if he
think
doesn't,
Celtic can win Champions League.
I
Well,
think
not
he-
win Champions League, but like if
Make
he
it
gets out of the
further.
group with Celtic, that's a massive
I
achievement.
think he stays to Celtic till he gets a good enough Prem side.
Yeah.
That's the way I would
Take your
go
time.
about it.
Just keep-
He's a god there.
You just learn the trade, make the mistakes with Celtic
Yeah.
because they trust him. They'll
Yeah.
let him try new things and whatever he needs to do.
Yeah. Quick trip around Europe. Barca Betis was an interesting game on the weekend. Barca smacked them, but both of them had some records. So Barca brought in the youngest player ever, for them anyway, Lamine Yamal. Lamine? I don't know. 15 years old.
Wow.
15 years old. He was subbed in for Barca at the new camp. Can you believe it? Would have had school the next day.
What is it with all of these young players?
Too young.
Indiana Dos Santos went on the
Too
pitch
young.
for
Playing all
Sydney
the
FC
games as
yesterday
well,
as well.
She's 15,
Youngest player in a final, 15
Too young.
years and something.
Makes me feel
days.
useless.
Same.
Even Nick Stav sometimes makes me feel useless.
Yeah,
He's-
me.
you know what I mean?
Jeez, but sometimes these 15-year-olds look about 10 times my age as well. That's the thing.
Makes me feel like
That
shit.
gives you time though. That
Yeah,
gives
that's
you time.
true.
But you know what else gives you time? Joaquin came in at 41 years of age
Wow.
for Betis. He came in for Real
Wow.
Betis in the same game. So
Do you know just on the bench like, okay, you someone you're youngest and someone else.
Yeah.
What's so the age gap
So
between youngest
Joaquin
and
was-
oldest on the pitch?
Joaquin was my age when Yamal was born, already playing in La Liga. Yeah, incredible. So that was that game. That was probably the biggest storyline there from Spain. Jose Mourinho apparently he's been watching MPL2 Women's in New South Wales. He wants to bring a women's player, but he wants to do the opposite. He wants to bring a women's player to his men's team.
Does he?
No, he just gave him high praise. He gave him high praise because the Roma women won their first ever league.
They're doing really well.
And he said the centre back. He came out and he said the women's team just won the Scudetto. We should be talking about them. They have a very good centre back. Bless him, right? They have a very good centre back that play for Bayern Munich. Veninger. Maybe she can play for us. I wouldn't cop that if I was Chris Smalling.
Smalling.
You know, Smaldini.
All these Man United centre backs, man, they just get thrown through the straight.
They just end up over there.
Look at. It's crazy the narrative around them, right? Like when they're in part of a winning side, they are, the backbone of the team.
Yeah.
And when they're losing,
they're the first people to cop it. Verge got put on skates. See that one?
Yeah,
Even Perisic just reminded him.
That one.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's good to see. Good to see.
You've always had a little agenda.
I like Verge.
Years.
I like Verge, but
Are you sure?
he's too perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't think he's too perfect.
When I see these big
he's
guys,
the right amount of
fucking
perfect.
6'4",
Good looking, sharp.
I don't like it.
Stunning.
I like settle down over there. Fucking hell. I like the defenders that almost don't look like defenders. I like the centre backs that they're smaller build, they're a bit aggressive. That's why I like Lisandro Martinez so much.
Yeah.
And I hate United.
Cannavaro.
I hate United. Cannavaro for me, Carlos Puyol and Cannavaro for me were two of the best centre backs. Nesta for me is the greatest ever.
How tall is Puyol?
Puyol he was 178, I think.
Wow,
Wasn't he? He was
okay.
like what's that? 5'10".
He had quite a presence with the hair and everything.
Exactly, but he got up. Same with
Yeah.
Cannavaro was
He was
even
a
shorter.
leader.
Yeah, I like those type of defenders, and I think sometimes these bigger guys like Harry Maguire, they get by, they get up through all the youth ages just because they're big and good
I
in the
do
air.
think
Yeah, no, I like
this
that.
is a case in a lot of sports where like the physical advantage will get you to a certain point.
Yeah.
But that talent is
Yeah.
really crucial
Yeah.
to maintain that level of
100%.
performance.
Yeah, 100%. So, but it was good to see. Congratulations to Roma women. Roma men also similar to Spurs took the lead 1-0 in a massive game against Milan, 93rd minute, conceded 3 minutes later. Like you've held on for 90 minutes. How do you not hold on for another 2? But that's the beauty of football.
I saw everyone cheering Tammy Abraham.
Yeah,
That was nice.
It was good to see him score. He's had a bit of a quiet season. Leeds United, they're struggling. And their owners made some big decisions, sacking managers, hiring other managers. They conceded 5 against Crystal Palace and 6 against Liverpool this month, so they keep conceding goals. But someone tweeted the owner, right? So Leeds United's owner, Andrea Radrizzani, got a Twitter message, I don't know, Twitter DM. I'm not big on Twitter. But this guy DM'd him, not expecting anything back. He said, "Cannot believe you've got this wrong, Andrea." Andrea writes back, "During the game, I'm broken. I'm responsible for this shit. Unacceptable. You don't deserve this. Ridiculous."
I respect.
Wow.
You'd think so. Twitter's gone ballistic, smashing him for replying to a fan's DMs.
Come
No,
on.
no.
You can't win.
I actually feel for owners. I'm going to tell you this.
Same.
Like, talking
Oh
about
my
like
gosh.
Stan Kroenke at Arsenal. He got pelters from Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
And then you look at it, like, looking back on it, he gave Arteta like 250 million on a transfer window. Like,
Yeah.
he's spending money. Like,
Yeah.
It's not his fault at the end of the day.
can't
The
win.
times where it has been his fault. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. But I'm talking about in recent time, it's like, if someone goes, look at the Man United, bro. The Man
Yeah.
United owners get absolutely fucking destroyed.
Can we also talk
and they
about-
spend 80 million every, like, 3 players each transfer window.
Mate, it's not about money,
What is
maybe.
it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, no, it's always an issue, bro. They start losing.
United,
pull out the
United
yellow
are a
and green
whole
scarves.
other. United are a whole other thing right now.
Well, they're about to be
They've been
sold.
for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sale for like weeks and weeks and weeks. Like doing Optus Sport Daily, right?
And it's just
the
like, oh.
amount of headlines
Yeah.
I've had, I feel like I've reported on that
Yeah.
like 4 times.
It's
in the
either gotta
past
be Sir
3
Jim
weeks.
Ratcliffe or the
It's
Qatari
like,
bloke.
oh, for sale. Like there's a new deadline, whatever. And then the owners are saying that if they don't get what they want anyway, they're not going to sell it, and they're happy to keep owning the club. I'm like, what
I don't
are
care.
we
Just
doing?
can you stop reporting on it? Just
Yeah,
just
I've
report
actually
it.
stopped. I've
Report
actually
it when they
stopped. I
actually
know.
sell the club. But so the Twitter's gone crazy. The actual chairman DMing during the game. What on earth have we become?
I feel really bad for him
Yeah.
that he's written a really honest reply that he didn't have to send, and
Yeah.
then he's copped it for that.
You ever shot a DM out like not expecting a reply and then the person replies? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I saw this meme and it
Oh,
was like,
here and there, I think I have.
yeah, and you got a reply. Like, have you ever
Yeah.
shot a DM out to like, I don't know, like someone like, I don't know, someone you really didn't expect, like Virgil van Dijk?
No, that would be nice if he.
I don't know.
replied.
Have you ever sent a DM?
Have you sent a DM to Virgil van Dijk?
No, but I've definitely like tagged him in a story, and that would be, there would be evidence of that in a.
Okay.
If he was to open our DMs.
So, is there anyone you've tagged or like you've messaged and then they've replied and you'd be like,
I'm
oh, okay,
really trying to think.
they surely has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, so random, but like I messaged Marlo, the DJ, when he was like coming out here for something.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just tried my luck just
To get
with
tickets or
something.
something
Yeah, getting tickets or whatever. And he just replies like, oh, yeah, sounds good. Like, message me closer to the event.
Next time we should both see. We both message a DJ and we'll
Yeah.
see if he invites
If
me.
it's gender based.
Yeah, I guarantee you. We missed that one. Claudes,
Anyway.
whoops, slipped my mind.
You know
He's got the
what?
verification.
Do you know what?
Motherfuckers.
I
Yeah, but they
then
don't care.
followed up because Marlo's half Dutch.
Okay.
Or he's from. I actually asked him if he was into football to see if he would come on board Offside.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, and he was like, "I'm not a big enough football fan, but like, I love that you've asked me." He was
So you
really-
guys had a mad chat. Did you go out?
No,
Like, it sounds like you guys, spoke about baby names and everything.
he's
Anyway.
married.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Hasn't stopped you before, Kat. Oh, no, I'm joking. That is not true. That is not true.
That's defamation.
That is not true.
That is
Kat would never.
defamation.
Kat would never.
No,
Nick Stav, on the other
respect
hand,
always.
bad man. Bad man.
He's got one eyes for Jenna Ortega only.
Yeah,
that's
that's it.
true.
That's it. Fucking keep the bar high, bro.
That's
Don't
it.
waste your time.
Exactly.
Don't waste your time. Burnley won the championship. Josh Brownhill came under some hot water because he lifted the trophy in front of the Blackburn fans. He walked over to the Blackburn fans and lifted it because Burnley and Blackburn are rivals. Lifted it in front of him. Vincent Kompany, Burnley's coach, ran over, stopped him, and took him away from the fans. And everyone's been applauding Vincent Kompany for that. What's the most unsportsmanlike shit you've seen?
In the game.
Yeah. And do you mind when a player?
I don't mind it. I don't mind that.
Like the old Theo Walcott 2-0 to the Tottenham fans.
Yeah,
and
that's
things-
sick.
So you don't mind that stuff?
Unsport. Celebrate that because that is
What
going to
about-
cause fights.
What about when
Yeah.
Adebayor ran the
That's
whole
what I was
field?
going to bring up.
That
That
was-
was more. I kind of. It's going to sound bad coming as an Arsenal fan, but you kind of agree with him.
You like it?
Yeah, I don't know, but what they were chanting about his mum and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Obviously it's gonna wind you up. I don't know if you remember, but I remember 433 posted a photo oh, this happened 10 years ago on this day. And then people, us fans would come like, yeah, fuck Adebayor. And he was going to every comment. Adebayor was replying, going
No
fuck
way.
you, all this shit. But he was, every comment. If you commented, he would reply back. It was crazy. Crazy.
Have you
Yeah.
ever felt like that over something that you've posted where you're really copying it and you just want to rip?
Do you ever
each
bite- you
comment
bite
to
back?
shreds?
I bite back sometimes, but on TikTok I don't now because you now where I'm do want to get into the professional or I don't want to.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'm just thinking this guy. I'm just thinking bro, look at your fucking head, dead set, yeah. Because I know for a fact if I respond back come on, bro, take a look in the mirror, I would fucking destroy him.
Because everyone will like you.
Yeah, everyone will like it, but I'm not like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes
sometimes you
tempting.
just got to be
Some
like that.
someone commented the other day fucking something about me being over there in Arsenal, and then I clicked his account. It was a fucking Minecraft YouTuber or some shit. So I just went I was stick to Minecraft or something, and he deleted the comment in the end. So do you know what I mean?
Sometimes you got to bite back.
Yeah,
I
you have
actually
to.
just delete comments that I don't like.
You just
Like,
delete
call
it.
me a pussy, I don't care. I'm just you know
Nah.
what? I don't want to see that there. I don't agree with you. You're either talking shit about me or someone that I care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can absolutely
Yeah, but can
just do one.
Cat's an angel.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You want to talk about brand safe and just
I
look,
am very
Look at
brand
Kat.
safe.
Cat is the
Except
most
when you say stuff
it's
like
like
what you
after
just
Roger Federer, it's Kat Haddad for the most brand friendly person I've ever met. How can you not? No wonder they want you on the pod when I talk to Danny. It's just how can you not
Oh,
want Kat around?
God.
She's just fucking
She's
too
her.
perfect.
She's
I'm gonna
her.
crack you eventually.
You know,
though.
one time
I'm gonna
someone-
find whatever makes you click.
You getting there.
Yeah.
One time this guy did message me, DM me and just rip me to shreds. And all I replied was, I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
I
That's how
got,
you
I
gotta be.
actually talking about that. I got a random DM request on Instagram today.
Yeah.
Voice request from this guy.
We
J.
love a
O'Shea.
voice
You gotta
request.
play it.
Yeah. Play it
J.O.
into the mic.
Why do I
wanna-
know that name?
Play it into the mic. Not J. O'Shea from Brisbane Raw.
Arsenal are bottlers. Shit cunts. Full stop.
Did he say this?
Bro, you understand my Instagram DMs the day we lost the City was crazy.
You
Smashed,
showed them on your, I
bloody-
think your close
Yeah,
friends.
that
how
was
many
after Bukayo
messages
Saka
you
missed the
had.
penalty.
Yeah, how many messages you
So-
had.
Imagine his fucking DMs.
Oh,
that just
God.
gives you an idea.
Far out.
Speaking about crazy fans, Napoli fans organised a funeral in preparation for winning the Serie A title. What was this funeral, producer Shabs?
Who's dying?
This was a funeral for all the Serie A rivals.
Yeah,
that
they held a funeral for every other club.
so Juventus,
Yeah.
Milan, Inter. Napoli is just cooked.
There's a
bro.
link there if you want to have a look.
Yeah, so they organised a funeral where they just buried every other club.
That's
Right.
petty and I love it.
No, I do like that.
Napoli fans are cooked. They fucked it though. They managed to move their game 24 hours so that they play after Lazio.
Yes, yeah.
Lazio lost,
It's a
and
bit
they go and
embarrassing.
draw to Salernitana at home. That was the
They should have
chance.
won that. They should have won that.
They bottled it. Speak of bottle job, but look, it doesn't matter. They're still
We
going to win the
didn't
league.
bottle the league. I don't like
Staff,
that.
you can keep telling us. Whatever helps you
didn't
sleep at
bottle
night. That's fine. That's fine.
No, because no.
Nah.
Let me. You want me to go on a tangent? Because I'll go on a tangent.
No.
Go on a tangent.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we want that, Stav. If I would have told you, I know what you're gonna say. If I would have told you Arsenal top 2 before the year started, you would have taken it.
I'm not even going to say that. What I'm going to say is that you look at this Man City side, the best Man City side of all time. This Man City side could be one of the best Premier League sides of all time. They literally you go to it last season, they had a team that was a super team. They should have won the Champions League. They lost it in the last second.
They added
by
Haaland.
sheer luck. Then they added the most hottest striker in world football at the moment in Erling Haaland. They let Arsenal be at the top of the league. With measly little Arsenal, with what we had, what resources we've had, to be at the top of the league for 33 weeks straight, not that we're always going to come off it, but it was a matter of time where you think Man City, with this side, should have kicked into gear. If Man City didn't win the Premier League, they bottled the Premier League, not Arsenal. Arsenal were at the top of the league because Man City were the ones fucking bottling the league the whole time.
Whatever helps you sleep, eh?
You know what?
It's whatever helps you sleep.
I'm backing Stav on
Bro,
that.
we got all their
That
offsprings. They signed Erling Haaland. We got, we'll take Gabriel Jesus from your bench. We'll take Zinchenko from your bench. And we're fucking outperforming him for how long?
Do you think because they've sat in second place for so long, that's why the narrative is Arsenal?
That's why they're seeing all these
it's
comments. They're there for 93% of the Premier League. Bro, because they let us be there. Because they were bad, not because of Arsenal. They were the ones drawing to Nottingham Forest away, but no one gives them shit for that. But we draw to Southampton home, it's fucking bottlers, chokers, flops. It's all a narrative, bro. When you're a big club like Arsenal, you're relevant. That's what people want to do.
I understand that, but you're saying you can't be a big club and have that mentality.
No.
So you're sounding like small club mentality.
No, it's not small.
Because
club
if
I was Liverpool in those times, then maybe because they had world class players. We've gone from a side that Bukayo Saka, no, he's shit, bro. Rashford's better than him. Gabriel Jesus, he's a bench player at Man City. So you ask any single rival fan at the start of the league. I know you said start of the league if I ask you this, but if I say rival fan at the start of the league, bro, Martinelli's a good left winger. No, he's not. These guys are better than him. Okay, so then when he's doing well in the league, then apparently, if he doesn't succeed from being the best in the league now, then he's like.
So you got a long way to go. You got a long way to go.
Exactly.
You got a long way to go.
A club that no one thought had a world class player in that side. Not one world class player in that side. We're top of the league for the whole year, but then they lose at the end to a side full of world class.
I still think here's where I'd criticize Arsenal. You had the chance. You're top of the league. Okay, yeah, you drew to Southampton. Not even that game.
I think that's when you go bottle where
at home, Southampton, bottom of the league, you drew. Fair. That's not even where I say.
Yeah.
Here's where I say you're not even a competitor. When the league is on the line, it is literally a final. Sometimes in the season, you find yourself in a final.
Yeah.
You're playing at Man City side, which you've already played twice this season. They've beaten you in the league. They've knocked you out of the cup.
Yeah.
You finally get a chance to go there. I think a bigger club would not have gone there and bottled it in the way and lost potentially 8-1.
But that's what I think. Arsenal aren't at the level.
Yeah.
Like, people have made it out that we have been at the level. At the end of the day,
disagree, but-
you watch the game. And I'm watching. I'm like, Arsenal aren't going to score a goal in this game. Arsenal aren't going to score a goal in this game because we just aren't at the level. You look at Man City's their first goal. Arsenal squeeze them in the corner. They boot it up to the middle of the field. Haaland goes bang, knocks it down. De Bruyne takes it on, bang.
After 32 games this season, you don't think Arsenal are at a level to go and put a better performance at the Etihad than that?
If we approach
After
the game
32
differently,
games, you guys have smacked some sides.
differently. You said it perfectly last week when you said Arsenal are just a shit of Man City. That they play the exact same type of way. They move the ball with pace, purpose, nice, pretty football.
Fulham almost beat City this weekend.
But it's completely different.
But Fulham almost did them.
Man City is different up here.
But can
Arsenal
we also talk
were
about
very
how
naive.
this season in particular, the typical top 4 are not contenders at all? Like, it's been a very different season to the past. Liverpool not up there, Chelsea not up there, Spurs are absolutely crap.
And that's why it brings me to...
So that's what you're saying. Where Arsenal are at is a lot to do with Man City not really converting earlier in the season and then allowing you to sit where you've sat for as long as you have.
Yeah.
Now that you're no longer
I'm
there.
happy you go like, you look at the start of the season, but you can't look at it like that. But I'm talking about like Arsenal went from last season to this season with basically the same amount of resources, just added Man City's offsprings off the bench that they don't give two shits about. And we've gone and gave them a proper title race. That's why when people go, Man United have a more successful season because they actually won a trophy. Fuck, they won the Caraboobies Cup, bro. It's fucking named after an energy drink. 1 year it's Carabao Cup, 1 year it's Carling Cup.
Have you had a Carabao?
Fuck no, no one knows.
Decent drink. I've had it. It's Stamford Bridge.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to
Decent
say.
drink.
He got me at Caraboobies.
Bro, where Arsenal have gone from a Europa League level side to competing in a title race with the best Man City side of all time. That's when you go, that's when you're becoming an elite club. That's what I like about Arsenal being in this category now, because I can see us competing for the title for the next few seasons. I like us to be at Liverpool in that title race like they were those few seasons ago.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I definitely agree Arsenal fans should be proud of their team and how good they've done this season. I just think that was a final and City turned up and went to another gear.
But how can you bottle it if you... Like I think I was saying it to you
Just
last
because you were
week.
so many points in front.
Okay, but like let's put it like this. Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV posted a TikTok and he literally said, I think Arsenal can go to Man City and get a result. But everyone in the comments are going, oh, bro, this guy's so deluded. Well, okay. If he's deluded that Arsenal can go there and win. So then what? But then if we lose, how do we bottle it? If we're not expected to win, how do we bottle it? That's what I don't understand. If people are giving Arsenal fans hate for thinking that we can win.
I think
no, but what's the reason?
Here's what it is. Are Arsenal better than West Ham?
That's where I look at it.
Arsenal.
I agree with you. We should be beating
and
West
are they
Ham.
better than Southampton?
Yes, we should be beating
You
West
could have
Ham.
lost the game to City and still won the league if you beat West Ham and
No,
Southampton.
we wouldn't have. We wouldn't have. I think the way it works.
You would have had an extra 4 points.
Yeah, but but we would have been level on goal difference with them. We would have been level on points, but the goal difference.
But regardless of
Regardless,
that,
you know what I'm
you
saying.
should like
We
those
should-
are
exactly,
two
that's
games
what
that
I'm
they
saying.
should win.
That's why I think people say it's a bottle because you're in such a good position and going into that City game, you went draw Liverpool, draw West Ham, draw
That's
Southampton. And then you
That's what
win
I'm trying to say.
That's why it feels like
the
a
Man
bottle.
City game itself is what I'm talking about. You can't expect them to go in there and win. But
I also think you should have put more of a fight.
I dead set think the reason of this downfall was that end of the Liverpool game. If they saw out that game at Liverpool, I know they had it coming. They were lucky to get away with the point. But you get to the end, they conceded, 88th minute. Say they got through that game 2-1 at Anfield, and the narrative would have been that they held on. Like, that would have been massive boost in mentality. Because that's Arsenal, that's a title-winning game. Winning away at Anfield, that's a title-winning game. But I think that killed it. But
Is it over?
yeah, it's
Before we let you go, is it over?
Yeah, it's
Okay, well, we're going to finish with this. Arsenal's run home. Arsenal-Chelsea coming up midweek.
Arsenal.
Midweek. Winning that game?
I feel like I just watched
If we
Arsenal
lose that,
Chelsea.
then I'll crawl back in a hole, bro. These guys are 12th, level on points with Bournemouth. Bournemouth have scored more goals than Chelsea this year.
Palace just leapfrogged Chelsea.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Relegate Championship. I can't wait.
Why can I see Chelsea getting a result at the Emirates?
We're gonna win, bro.
Why can
And
I
Aubameyang scores in front flips in front of the fans.
2-1, you watch.
I could just see
2-1.
just or alternatively I could also see Jorginho do something against Chelsea. That'd be
love
pretty
it.
funny. Then you go to St James Park.
They're not winning that. They're not winning that.
No, so it's at
Seeing
that point it's
Alessandro
over.
Isak run. Oh
Yeah,
my
at that point it's
God.
over because then you welcome
They
Brighton.
demolished Spurs.
Oh,
Then you welcome Brighton.
and Brighton beat us at home as well in the Caribbees Cup.
Exactly. They know how to go there and they just fucking smash Wolves 6-0.
Yeah.
Brighton are an incredible side. What
They
they're,
are
what
really
they're
good.
doing.
And
And
Is
They're
there to
playing
be?
their B side.
yeah, the Zerbi's an incredible
Yeah.
manager. He's an incredible
You
manager.
said that as soon as he came in,
Yeah.
that he
Where
would
did he
do
come
big
from?
things.
Well, he left Shakhtar when the war started, but he was at Sassuolo before that. He's been good for years. He's been good for years. Then you finish with Nottingham Forest and Wolves, but it probably won't mean too much at that point if you do drop points in these next 3 weeks. But hey, stranger things have happened in football. Manchester City now will play West Ham in the next game, Leeds. Then it gets complicated when they have to play Real Madrid
Yeah,
because then they got Everton sandwiched between that, which Everton aren't very good.
but
Then
relegation
then
scrap Everton.
They've also got Chelsea a few days after playing Real Madrid,
and then they have Brighton.
and they finish with Brighton away and Brentford away.
Brentford away.
So it's like
And they've lost to Brentford.
they
And
have
the
they have
game
lost to Brentford,
last
haven't they?
night. Like it's individual brilliance from Julian Alvarez that goal, and there was a penalty.
Yeah. So
Like
there you go. There you go. It's not over till it's over.
A spicy
Will
run.
you still celebrate like it's the greatest thing ever if you win this league after losing 3 times to City?
yes,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
yes.
Right?
I think I honestly think now I'll celebrate more
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
we lost that we still lost the City.
That would be amazing. But look, best of luck with the rest of the season. Either way, it has been a great season. Still so much to play for all around world football. Kat, you're going to Bali today.
Yeah.
You lucky thing. Enjoy yourself. You're going to watch Bali United. Great side.
Football's massive in Indonesia,
football's
but I
huge.
also value my life. So
Right. So
I don't
you're
know
not-
if I'm going to run to
just have a
one of those
detox.
stadiums.
Yeah, just have a detox. It should be amazing. Have an awesome time. I'll be here doing my thing anyway. Guys, thanks so much for joining us here on the Born Offside podcast. Stay tuned because we've got some big special guests coming this week and a massive special guest coming next week. So make sure you follow us on all our socials, subscribe to the pod, flick us a 5-star rating if you're having a good time. Check out Nick Stav and his crazy endeavors. See you next time.
Bye, guys.